Good morning, everybody. This is Todd with the Forex Nitty Gritty Insiders Daily Video. Hope you're having a great day today and the market is treating you well. The chart I have up here today is the 4-hour time period for the U.S. CAD. We're going to just take a look at that. As far as news today, really not a whole lot going on. We do have coming up tomorrow, though, the meeting minutes for the FOMC, which comes out about 12 o'clock, 2 o'clock Eastern time, and new existing home sales. Later this week, we do have Europe meeting on what they're going to do about the issues with Greece, and so that can cause some volatility in the market. So overall, kind of a quieter type of a news week that we're dealing with. We do have some pretty good movements the last little bit, where we've seen some reversals happen and some pretty good movements. But I wanted to focus a little bit on the 4-hour charts today in relationship to what's going on with the simple trading method. And as we look at this particular chart here, you can see that the trend for the most part is moving down. We've got the general direction pretty smooth on the move down. So when we are dealing with a chart that is trending in one direction, in this case to the downside, we want to look for a pullback to the, almost put support, resistance area. So as we look at this chart, we can see the price go through some pullbacks here, some bigger than others, but we're definitely seeing some pullbacks. So when we see these pullbacks, we're going to look to see if they are coming near the area of resistance. Now the 4-hour chart's a little bit unique in that we have the ability to take some time to really get a sense of getting in, making sure our criteria or the criteria for entering the trade is there, and then being able to place the trade without having to worry about the markets moving so quickly on us that we aren't able to get into it. So once we are near a resistance and a downtrend, then we're going to look at something called the LL3, or the lowest low of the last three. And the lowest low of the last three is something that we identify as our potential entry. And so with that, I'm going to clear this up a little bit. I'm going to blow it up so we can see it the best that we can. Let's say that we were looking at this current chart here. The current chart, we've got the very far right edge of the chart is the most current or most recent candle. And that most recent candle does not figure into our overall decision whether it's at the LL3 or if it was an uptrend at the HH3. So I'm going to just highlight these. Right here. And each one of these, I'm going to give a letter to this. So this stands for the current bar. 1, 2, 3. Now, with that, these are the 4 bars that we're going to be really interested in. So we're going to be interested in the current one, from the standpoint that that one is going to be the trigger that if it does move below or above the HH3, we're going to be able to enter into that trade. So we're interested when we talk about the LL3 or the HH3, we're talking about the highest high or the lowest low of the last 3 closed candles. So 1, 2, 3 are the closed candles. Now, as soon as this one closes, then we will look at dropping this one and making this one part of the 3 closed candles, and then the current candle is the one that is currently still moving up and down. So I know that this is something that most of you have a pretty good idea of what it's about and how to find this, but we had some questions on being able to clarify that, and so that's why we want to go through, make sure that we understand that we're not counting the current one as part of the LL3. Now, luckily, on a 4-hour time frame, this current one stays current for 4 hours, so we have the ability to really kind of get a sense of what's happening with those. Now, what I would suggest to do is to go back and spend some time looking at the 4-hour charts and just identifying where you might have entered into those based off of what you're seeing on the charts. Here we have an example currently on the US Japanese yen, and you can look at this to where we had this pullback, and we would have just barely looked at entering into this trade as the price moved above the highest high of the last 3. We have again our current candle, 1, 2, 3, and this last candle was the highest high of the last trade, so our entry would have been right there. So take some time to review that. Take some time to make sure that you understand how to look for those candles and place those entries. On a side note, as we look at some of these pairs right now, I'm going to go down to a 5-minute chart. Zoom out just a little bit. We're seeing a little bit of movement starting to happen, especially on this Aussie dollar. Not sure why it's moving. We don't have a lot of news coming out right now, but we're seeing some movement on that. Make sure that you understand the time frame that you're trading, and make sure you understand how to enter into those trades using the HH3 or the LL3. So until tomorrow, have a great day, everybody. We'll be back and take a look at what the markets continue to do. Till then, best of luck with your trades, and we'll talk to you soon.